Good day, everyone. Sorry about that little cutout there. Good to be doing something I haven't done in a long while. I'm going to play some music in the background since I don't think anyone else is online at the moment. Let me know if the audio sounds good or it's too loud or anything. Let's turn off starting soon. There we go. Mute my phone. There we go. I don't know why it's not working. There we go. All right. So I'm back on Christ SMP. Been doing some off-camera work. Um, Working on setting this up. This surely has, yeah. Setting up banners for each one so that people know immediately where to go to get them. So I want to, oh, come on. I want to talk a little bit about my upcoming music. I've got the album in the works, Relics. Originally it was going to be called, oh, I heard a trident. What was the original name? I don't remember. But I recently changed the album name to Relics because I felt it fit better with the vibe I was going for. No shot. No trident there. Now the Relics album, I've got, I think, 5 songs left to complete. And I kind of want it to follow in the footsteps of The Crow, which is the album that's playing right now. And that it doesn't really have a theme. I'm just kind of going with whatever I feel. Oh, okay, goodbye. But the music that's going on now is a little bit more dated. Not as complex as I want it to be. Might do some reprises here and there. You know, in fact, I might. Let's skip to the next song because that definitely was way too repetitive. I think what we've decided to do for this is, what am I thinking? Like maybe have different biomes for different areas, different regions of this, because the idea to just cover the whole thing completely in grass was kind of shot down today by the community. But yeah, I think having the local area covered in grass, you know, just around the portal and everything would be good. Let's see, what am I doing today? I have screenshots somewhere of where the portal is. That has... What am I thinking? The flower forest. Okay, I guess I don't have that screenshot. Oh, I can head out there. I'm pretty geared up. Probably faster to go this way. The song that's playing right now is called Fall Away. It's one of my early breakbeat works. And I do have a VIP, like a Neurofunk VIP of it that's kind of been sitting on the back burner for a while. I've actually got a lot of drum and bass VIPs sitting around. I should probably make some water breathing potions and deal with the local guardians. But one of the main things I want to do today is get a portal tunnel over to the flower forest. Do I have my brush on me? I wonder. Could find some interesting things here. You can see my new sword name. The Fitness Grand Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic. That's all I could fit. I do have my brush. Okay, that's just wheat. Nugget. Coal. Mending fishing rod. I'm surprised I missed that before. There's another one down here. It's funny, the reason that I made the brushes in the first place was because out near Mystique's base, there was some trail ruins, and I went out there to brush those up and got distracted and never got back to it. I've been really wanting to experiment with more regional music. Looking into electronic, like local styles of music in different areas of the world. I know this is about where Mia lives. I'm pretty sure if I head down this river, I'll find the bridge that I built. Yep, because there's the shattered portal. At the end of each year, since my first full year back making music again, or putting out music again, I've made an end of the year mix. And it's usually 30 to 50 songs that I just think are really good that I've made. This year I've got way too much music to do that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do 3 mixes. One of them is chill, one is melodic, and one is heavy. Here's my compass. I didn't bring blocks with me. That's fun. Like, this would be in the melodic mix. I think this is one of the songs that holds up the best in terms of my works on The Crow, which is my first, like, no theme, everything goes album. Well, I don't have Flint and Steel. I forgot that somehow. But I have enough. I can just do that. I think there are a number of concepts on the album The Crow that really showcase my... I'm definitely going to skip this. This is way too repetitive. That showcase my love for making music not quite right. Because I've only ever heard one other artist make Tropical House at such a high BPM as Sunset is. I should have written down what the Y level is. Of the Nether Tunnels. Okay, it's 80. I'm gonna lower this down to Y80 so that it's on the same level as everything else. I spent 3 hours on a spawn for my Minecraft server. Nice. Oh, I'm actually gonna have to redo the lighting of the portal too. What's the best way to do this? I don't like that I hear magma cubes. Here we are. Yeah, making a spawn area can take a good while. I used to make PvP maps back in the day. And building is super fun, but it's also the longest process of it. I should be fine if I do this. Yeah, I really should have prepared for this better. I don't know why I didn't. I'm really used to over-preparing. Like, should have brought stone cutter or something like that. Make slabs. You know, I have this song noted as Jump Up. It's probably not Jump Up. It sounds more like just neurofunk with some psytrance. Swan song, not Jump Up. Hello, Dead Penguin. Yeah, I intentionally did that title. You can thank EP for that. Gonna get rid of those because it's gonna bother me. You know, back in the day, there was a metal band I used to listen to that had a song called The Game. And knowing their love for memes, I would have guessed that it was going to actually be about, you know, the game. But it turns out it was like one of their most serious songs. And until I stopped listening to them because they started doing like satanic symbols and such, that was one of my favorite songs of theirs. It's noted in the tags, but all of the music playing in the background during my streams is original music that I've made. And I am super excited to get my next album out because I may or may not already be working on a sequel. I don't care if the tunnel looks pretty or not. I can pretty it up later, I just need to make it functional for now. And I also need to keep this on my hotbar. You know, I looked into the game once, and there's some threads and legends, take it for what you will, that say in order to win the game, we must knock the hat off the Pope. I genuinely wonder if anyone's ever going to actually attempt that in the name of memes. For the record, I do not condone that activity. But I can imagine the absolute legend that would come from someone accomplishing such a feat. You know, on the last SMP I was a part of... Hello, Calibers. $20, See, the problem is I can't travel. So he's gonna have to come to me. I forgot what I was saying. I believe I know where this is. I hope you all are having a blessed day. And if not, get blessed, nerd. Make sure there's not a magma cube about to jump on my head. Yeah, if I recall correctly, this goes to someone's base. I don't know who. And I'm out of arrows. That's not good. I'm doing pretty good this morning. Got some good news. Something I was praying for relief. And problem isn't solved, but the burden has been lightened some. If you would be... Hello. Well, if you would be praying for my friend T, who is dealing with some serious financial troubles right now. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I've got an idea. Okay, de-aggroed. Nice. I kind of wish I was like affiliate or whatever it is that I could do like a fundraiser but I know that, you know, God's way is stronger than Twitch's way. So what I'm able to do is offer outreach and prayer, and if that's what I'm called to do, that's what I'm called to do. It's also my first time, like, coming back to streaming regularly, because I was out for a good number of months. That's not good. Hold on. Oh, that's really not good. I can survive it, though. Unless that happens. Oh, gosh. Let's see, what do I need for this? Another rescue mission starts. Mainly need sand. It should be enough. I've never had problems with ghasts before I started this server. But I'm also very used to... do I have time to make potions? I don't think I have magma cream. I did make water breathing potions at some point. Oh no, I picked those up. I do have magma cream.
Mind if I put the other pizza in?
Actually, with the magma cream, I might not even need... Okay, nether isn't loaded. You got time. Okay. Might not even need the sand. Gonna take some extra blocks with me. I should only need one. You know what? Let me bring... I don't have string or leather. This will be fine. Except food. I know exactly why I died there. I would have made it directly onto the block that I was going for, except the fire damage boosted my jump over the block I was going for. So my goal is not to finish the bridge right now, it's just to get my stuff back. Which is why I'm not bringing, like, bowls and more food. Also, ghasts are no problem if you're out of arrows, but you have an elytra. Elytra, whatever. I'm used to just taking them out with melee on my single-player world. Which I could show that off at some point. I've got some data packs on there to add some extra content. Just because I enjoy doing that. Should be right here. It's not right here. Shouldn't be too far away, though. Wait a minute. It's not on this bridge. This is not the bridge that I thought it was. I might be screwed. I think my stuff is gone. I have no way of telling where it is. I don't have death points. And all of my food is gone. This literally wouldn't have happened if I hadn't, like, held back and getting my usual stuff. Let me see. Okay, I do have one more idea, but it's very risky. Alright, my plan is to go the same way that I originally did. And hope I end up at the same place. So that's go this way, over to the flower forest, and then follow the bridge that I was building. Because otherwise I don't know. And if my stuff is gone, I'm probably not going to continue here. Someone's been planting sugarcane. Might have even been me, I don't remember. It's also why I like the Graves system instead of just your items flying everywhere. It makes the game a lot more peaceful, a lot less stressful. And I enjoy gaming for the escape. One of the things I was saying before, I hadn't been streaming for a good while, just due to health reasons. So I plan to start streaming every Monday, about 2 o'clock or so. But don't know what I'll be doing. I think my dog is sitting in the living room barking at her own itching butt. I should go check on her and see what she is barking at. I'll be right back. Alright, she's barking. She's barking just to bark. I think as long as my, like, armor, pickaxe, and sword are there, I'll be fine. Biggest thing I lost is probably the enchanted shield. But that's nothing I can't get back in a day. The armor I really want to save. It wasn't even like high enchanted, it was just, you know, feather falling, netherite, all that. Oh, a good bit of it landed directly on the block, so that's good. Save my sword, my shield, or my bow. I'll get it right here in a second. Wow, the boots really flew out there. Let's open the frame on that boat. I can toss this. I even saved most of my bowls. Wow. So the only thing I really lost there was the shield. And, had a bunch of Eyes of Ender. Thankfully, I really hugged that block. Right as I died, so... That saves a lot. Now to figure out where the heck this bridge goes, because it is not the same bridge that I thought it was. Someone's really far out here, though. It's not going to be out for a long time, but I did a Vaporwave song that sampled this. So I'm self-sampling. Okay, this is nice. Might come here to look around for desert temples or something. Torches. Don't see anything down there. The song, I kind of wanted to mix, like, We Will Rock You plus Castlevania, I guess. Originally, the working title for this song was Song 32. I don't remember why I eventually called it What You Want. Okay, now I need to head this way and figure out where this leads, so that I can continue this bridge. Okay. See, if I had known that, that would have been a lot easier. Okay, stuff is rescued. For the most part. Got my tools and armor back. Could be better, could be worse. Oh, my stomach's growling. Throw these there. I'll have to recollect the Ender Eyes that I had. But that's not a huge deal. Need to get some dandelions. I should probably sleep first, though. I need a new axe. Boat. Once I learned that dandelions are, like, really good for food, I've just been using almost exclusively dandelion soup for food for a long time since then. These oxeye daisies are also good for food. They give regeneration, but the dandelions give saturation. I think I'll look for... Let's start playing these songs instead. Look for different music. I almost considered canceling stream today to go to the doctor, but I determined that it's one of those things that they can't really do anything about. I've got 2 cysts in my right ear right now. I get them frequently, and they're quite painful, but ultimately harmless. And as long as I don't wear earbuds, I should be fine. Spawn this way. Slowly take this out and replace it with lower slabs. I definitely don't have enough slabs to complete this right now. Eventually we can put some blue ice here. I don't have Silk Touch yet, and if I did have Silk Touch, I would have lost it there probably, because I usually have Fortune on the Netherite and Silk Touch on the Diamond. For the sake of remembering what each one is, like visually. On that note, they really need to add some sort of trim to weapons if they're going to do it for armor. Which, if it was me, I would have rejected armor trims as an idea, because it kind of goes against the aesthetic that I know the game for, but I understand why they did it. But if they're going to go that route, they should also add it to weapons and tools. There's a lot that I could complain about the development of the game with. It seems like every stream I rant about the 1.13 update, where they quote unquote spent years rewriting from scratch the terrain development of the game, terrain generation, for no reason. And in doing so, they removed one of my favorite features. They're doing a lot of stuff that just makes it not feel like Minecraft anymore. I started playing back in like 1.3, just before witches were added. Whenever that was. And at the time, I pretty much exclusively played creative mode. Just built giant towers out of random wool blocks with different rooms. Oh my gosh. I need arrows. I need infinity. That'll do. There's 2 of them now. See, I'm really good with bows and arrows when I have them. Actually, back in the day on Mineplex, like PvP, had a reputation for being really good with the bow, especially really long distance. Got some funny accusations of hacking that way. I used to play Bridges at one point, and I had the Titan rank so I could use the flame particles. And the reason I used the flame particles was because sometimes you couldn't see the arrow all the way, like if you shot at a really long distance, but you could see specifically flame particles that far away. Other particles you couldn't, so I used the Titan particles to track like where my arrows were going, even if the arrow was visually unloaded on my client side. And someone actually accused me of hacking in the flame enchant. Despite the fact that they were not on fire, it did no extra damage, it's literally just a particle. And my lunch is here. I think what I'll do is I will mute for a minute and eat a little bit. And then I'll go and show my my single player survival world. And it's been a long time since I heard this melody in a major key. I'll probably continue this off stream later. I'm probably gonna have to keep it short because I can feel my throat starting to hurt. I've been having trouble with my voice going out if I talk for too long. And honestly, the reason that I'm keeping it to one stream a week isn't just because the people that I mod for stream the other days, but it genuinely has been taking me that long to recover. The day after my second stream in 2 days last week, I had some errands to run and genuinely needed a wheelchair to get around. You know, that has nothing to do with my voice, of course. I'm just that tired. And as much as I love streaming and as much as I want to stream, my number one priority has to be taking care of my body, taking care of my family. And if I am literally spending all of my energy on streaming, I can't do that. And so if I want to preserve myself for streaming, I have to keep it short sometimes. But I will come on here later, probably this evening, and work some more on this, setting up this bridge. I didn't even know anyone actually lived out this way. But if Mia makes a portal at her Cherry Blossom base, it's probably not going to be too far from the bridge I have built. Hello. Gosh, why are arrows like this? Alright. I'm gonna mute for a minute. I shall be back soon. Okay. Thank you for waiting while I ate my lunch real quick. As soon as this loads, there we go. So I think I'll just show off my survival world real quick before I head out. Shorter stream today, but yeah, that's what I can do. I can't beat myself up for that. So this is my copper room I just built. I'm currently working on oxidizing trapdoors and copper bulbs. Got a little thing of turtles here. With some eggs and scoots. And these are sniffers. They look like giant silverfish in my resource pack. One thing you might notice is the use of spawners. And that's a part of my data packs. Believe me, they're not cheap. But I've been able to work up a few. Got a little basement area here that has a water conduit. Over here, got the basic crops, which I harvest these frequently because I'm trying to get a stack of poisonous potatoes. Watch me get none because I'm doing this live. I forgot how jumpy this song is. I think I put this out last year, Electro Swing song. Yeah, I literally got none. Over here, I've got another spawner system that I use to farm discs. There's creepers that spawn in here, and there's a skeleton over there. I built some ugly walls around it because I had an AFK set up there at one point. Got some villagers here. Oh yeah, you might enjoy my resource pack with their new faces. This was my house at one point before I moved. Got a mine down here. Strongholds out there by those torches. Fire torches. The nether, I haven't done much in. Got 2 beacons there and a bunch over here. I'm gonna put my enchanting, like, villager stockpile here. This is my chest room, which I really like the design of. Got an iron farm here. And then this is my actual home. Trying to get all the dogs. There ain't really much to tour, but I got, oh hi. Got the structure in the sky that disables the dragon. Got some beacons down here, and I need to spawn another wither here. Kill some chickens, get some wither roses. Alright, with that, I think I'm gonna end the stream for today. Was it fun? I don't know. Still kind of mad about that death, but life goes on. So thank you for coming. VOD will be up on YouTube shortly. Remember to take care of yourselves, and also